Well, it's here. We officially have news of Football Manager 2025, and I'm incredibly worried. But don't worry, because I'll get all into exactly why I'm worried, why I don't really know why they've done a press release today, and just my thoughts on what could be a very difficult year for everyone who is a Football Manager player. First of all, we have got the brand new link to actually show us the brand new game, which is great, and we are able to finally pre-purchase the game, which is going to be normal price on Steam. We are still looking at £40, which is great. I'm happy it's still the same price. Absolutely fantastic. If you guys want a chance of winning a copy of Football Manager, I've got a Patreon giveaway running at the moment for the next month and the month after. We're going to win another 7 copies of FM. So if you do want to get yourself from that, the Patreon link is down below. But honestly, I'm quite worried because I can't tell you a reason to pre-order this game. I'm a content creator who, let's face it, makes money off making content off this game. I love this game. I play this game because it has always been my favourite video game. I played this game since I was 9 years old, which is very odd for a 9-year-old to be obsessed with stats and numbers and figures and dots running around a screen. I'm now 25. I played the game for 16 iterations, and I've never been more worried than right now. We've got a brand new roadmap, which has unlocked a new era of FM. This is your destination to find out what's new in Football Manager 25. Stay tuned over the next coming weeks as the roadmap unlocks, revealing more information on key game players across all platforms. We have one date. Everything else is TBA. And it is all stuff that I would fully expect for any company to tell us about. Introducing women's football unlocks week of the 7th of October. Awesome. We've got one thing that we can actually look forward to. Interface, TBA. Tactics, TBA. That's already been leaked by Sort It Out SI, so I don't know why they're holding off on that. Match experience, TBA. Your manager, I guess we can make our manager look a bit different. TBA. FM25 mobile focus. That hardly got played last year because they moved it to a Netflix subscription. TBA. FM25 deeper dive. TBA. FM25 console recap. TBA. FM25 touch recap. TBA. There is nothing they have said today which actually gets you excited other than a new logo. I mean, I genuinely am absolutely baffled. Introducing women's football. It is great that women's football is going to be available. It takes you back to the roadmap, but the debut of women's football opens up a world of possibilities, new teams, leagues, and a database of more than 25,000 players. That is amazing. I'm very excited for women's football to come into the game. It's going to be a great addition. Apparently, it's all interlinked with the men's game as well, so you could manage, for me, the Manchester United women's, take them to glory. I watched them in the FA Cup last year. Amazing. I can take them to glory and then potentially go get a job in men's football and interchange between the two, which will be absolutely fantastic, and I'm very excited. The Premier League being fully licensed is absolutely awesome. It is the most watched league in the world. It arrives in FM25. Immerse yourself in the action like never before with logos, kits, branding, and player photos. That's been in the game on PC for 20 years, as modders do. I'm scared they're going to take away the ability to actually mod the game on PC as they do move to a whole new engine. The whole background code of the game has been recoded. I imagine it's going to be very difficult to do it, if possible at all. For the console experience, it's great. It's no longer just a blacked out face and a badge of Brighton that's a blue circle, or United, which is a red badge, and we're called Man UFC. It's great there is full licensing. It does make a difference to a console player because it's going to be the exact same other than the in-match experience. Powered by Unity. In addition to powering our new interface, our switch to Unity makes our biggest visual and technical advancement of a generation. We've known this for months, and all it does is take us to a match engine, to a roadmap, where we don't find anything out. I really, really struggle to understand this. And what's even more worrying for me personally, as a PC player, it now comes into the exact same bracket as FM25 on console. So there is now zero difference between FM25 PC and FM25 on Xbox, PlayStation, Game Pass. No difference whatsoever. That is incredibly worrying because the FM game on PC is a completely different experience to Xbox. I have played multiple seasons of both. I have 4,000 plus hours on PC and Steam Deck. I have probably about 100 to 200 hours on console, and they are very different experiences. Console, you sort of sit back, relax, and I feel like the game's a little bit easier, and it's just obviously made for a controller. PC, you can get more in depth with stuff. It is now all one. FM Touch is for the Switch, and FM Mobile is on Netflix still. We've got a fancy new logo down here, which is quite nice, to be honest. I don't mind it. But other than that, there's not really anything other than a video, which, again, we'll watch it. I don't know if I can have the audio in for copyright reasons, but if I can't monetize the video, I can't monetize the video. there's not a lot going on. I'll be completely real.
It's always been about obsession.
Try not to interrupt this too much because there's obviously not.
Even back then,
we'll go back and look at
it just looks different these days. Now, it's about pushing new boundaries, unlocking deeper knowledge and imagination. Whether that's finding the next big thing or falling in love with a new story, obsession widens your horizons. Some even travel the world in search of it. And the further you go, each match matters more. So, forget the distractions.
Sound good?
Oh yes, no, that's a great idea.
Because this is serious business, no matter who you are or how you play. This is the new era of obsession. And the more you obsess, the more football gives back. Live your game.
And don't get me wrong, it's a nice video. It's the sort of same thing we get every single year. I still find this incredibly embarrassing that everything is just to be announced. There's a few things in here which you can sort of, take as you will. I mean, here you're sitting here playing on PC and it's saying it's basically a PC game. Now it's a console game. They are very much pushing the angle this game is going to become a console game and something to play on your Xbox, which could bring in a massive different audience, which is great for a content creator. But for the love of FM, I don't know if it's right. I don't know if it's going to be a thing where in a few years' time, they end up reverting back to the spreadsheets. I purely have no idea how it's going to go. I hope it goes really well. And SI, if somehow you're watching this, and I know you've never spoken to me before, I know you've never even interacted with me before, if somehow there is a reason you're watching this video, I really hope you get it right. I really hope Football Manager takes over the world because it is my game. It is a game I've played for 16 years. The reason I'm so passionate about it and the reason that I really want the game to do well is because it is my favourite game. It's a game I've defended for years and years and years. And it now just feels like it's getting to a point where everything is changing and I'm not sure it's changing for the better. And I'm not really sure we're going to get even a half-finished product this year. I feel like there's been a lot that's been bitten off, possibly more than they can chew. Women's game and a whole new engine is massive. I completely get that. The impact from COVID is massive. I completely get that. But we're at a point now where we've had the same excuses and conversations for 2 years. FM20, was it 4? Was that what I'm playing now? FM24 was basically just a reskin of FM23 because you announced FM25 was going to be this massive big thing, which is so exciting. And now we're sitting here, it's been delayed a month already, and we're now getting these promo videos, and we're getting roadmaps, which mean nothing because there's no dates on them. We're allowed to pre-order it for a certain date. There is nothing to make the new consumer pre-order this game. There is nothing. I mean, even skipping through this, they've changed it to a console game. That's very, very clear. We're talking about tactics and imagination and stuff. I really hope we get in possession, out of possession tactics. That'd be fantastic. Shopping for Wonder Kids, we all love doing that. Finding stories around Venezia and stuff is amazing. I wonder if there's something here. Can't wait to see I'm guessing that's a stadium in game. They might have stadium licenses. The Pierluigi Panto. I'm going to guess that's Venezia Stadium, and they're going to have potentially stadiums in the game, which will be awesome. And don't get me wrong, they could absolutely smash out of the park. But just everything else so far is showing me it's not. There's a whole new interface. To me, that looks the exact same, other than the fact it's out-tabbed, as our usual interfaces. We're seeing the same sort of numbers, the same colours. We're seeing... have I got this on a different... Can I up this quality at all? It's on 1080p already. We can't. We're seeing... Is that average rating, possibly? Or very strong, that says. Right foot, very strong. Left foot, very strong. Reputation. We're seeing the stars still. This just looks very similar to this year, other than the fact it's tabbed out. It's the only thing that I can notice that is different. And the only thing that I saw is this bit. This, again, just looks... This is obviously the new sort of home screen, I think. This is showing you your current squad, your training, all on one screen, which is cool, don't get me wrong, but with skins, we've been able to do this for years. I understand the base FM skin is not like this, and we're talking about an experience which is completely different to PC. We're moving to console. And I have to reiterate again, the only reason I'm so passionate, the only reason it comes across like I'm moaning, is because of how much I love this game and how much this game genuinely has taken over my life and so many different things and how much it helps you immerse and live your game. And I just feel like it's not changing for the right. I think this is cool, transitioning male to female managers. I hope this again sort of alludes to what I said earlier, that you can transition in the game between different sports, which would be absolutely awesome. This just worries me a lot. We are less than 2 months away between an already 1 month delayed game, and everything is still to be announced. There is nothing official. There is nothing new just yet. And let me just check and I'll retweet. Other than a brand new logo, which is pretty nice, as mentioned, we have nothing. There is absolutely nothing else to do in this video other than just say just quite how worried I actually am. We are now the 30th of September. They were pressured to release this today because we all know they said end of September in the thing from Miles that there was going to be something today. And what was meant to be last week, and it wasn't last week, they delayed to the very last day of September. And this is what they've announced. They've announced that on the 7th of October, they're telling us about the women's game, and the rest, there's nothing to tell us about. I mean, is this a screenshot of the Unity engine? It doesn't look like a real picture to me, so if it is, it looks decent. It doesn't look amazing. I don't think we need the best graphics in the world. I don't think we need anything near even eFootball, even near FIFA 12. I don't think we need them graphics, but even this number 2 here just looks incredibly pixelated. And if we're moving to a console with a younger generation, you need to improve the graphics. And I'm just very scared. And I don't rely on FM in terms of financially. I don't do this as a job. This is a part-time gig for me for fun. I love making content, and I would always make content, whether it's FM related, whether it's the last few days FC related, second channel eFootball. I will make content because I love making content. As I said, I'm lucky I'm not reliable in this game. The bigger people out there, the Omega Lukes, the Lelujos, the Work the Spaces, the Tom FMs, I would imagine they're quite worried purely based on the fact this could be a very rough year. And not just them, of course. There's loads of people that are full-time, but it's just, I hope they get it right. But so far with 2 months to go, there's not a lot being right. And that is what it is, man. I hope you guys have enjoyed. I mean, I've just rambled for, 10 minutes? I'm sorry that it's come to this. And I've over the last few weeks and days and stuff, I've sat here and gone, why are people slagging it off? Why are people slating it? Why do da-da-da? But now we've had this today. It's changed my opinion, man. It's not enough. Like the channel, subscribe, and when we actually do get news, I will be making videos on it. So thank you for watching, and I'll speak to you next time.